Hello, this is MemeAnalysis, and today I'm going to be sharing one of my very favorite passages from Carl Jung's work, Psychological Types, and specifically the essay, The Worship of Woman and the Worship of the Soul. I think it will help to illustrate a few of the major but basic concepts that help me to kind of create an analysis of memes, what led to the basic structure of my philosophy. So, stay tuned. But spiritualization always means the retention of a certain amount of libido, which would otherwise be immediately squandered in sexuality. Experience shows that when the libido is retained, one part of it flows into the spiritualized expression, while the remainder sinks into the unconscious and activates images that correspond to it, in this case the vessel symbol. The symbol lives through the restraint imposed upon certain forms of libido, and in turn serves to restrain these forms. The dissolution of the symbol means a streaming off of libido along the direct path, or at any rate, an almost irresistible urge for its direct application. But the living symbol exercises this danger. A symbol loses its magical, or if you prefer, its redeeming power, as soon as its liability to dissolve is recognized. To be effective, a symbol must be, by its very nature, unassailable. It must be the best possible expression of the prevailing worldview, an unsurpassed container of meaning. It must also be sufficiently remote from comprehension to resist all attempts of the critical intellect to break it down. And finally, its aesthetic form must appeal so convincingly to our feelings that no argument can be raised against it on that score. To me, this quote encapsulates so much about Jung's philosophy in such a profound manner. I think that that's one of the greatest chapters that he ever wrote. I think that so much of his desperation to be understood and to make people understand the archetypal situations that he was going through during the time that he was writing the Red Book come out very strongly there. We see the flows of energy, these threads of meaning that go through life, that have been going through life and continue to do so, and how they are obscured and disguised from popular understanding. The idea of a symbol as a container of meaning, I think, is a perfect way of describing memes. I think that his description of art and religious symbolism applies so clearly to memes, especially in the fact that up until, in a way, my critique, they were unassailable. They were so strange and so distant from the rational psyche that they were simply absolved of any potential meaning. They had to be meaningless. Just like to the average man, dreams mean nothing, their sexual desires mean nothing, their slips are just a little mistake. I think that this quote helps us really get to the heart of the meme, the container of meaning, and its perfection for a time. And then once that meme dies, once there's a more suitable form, a more suitable vessel for that energy, for that libidinal energy, it immediately captures it. It immediately moves on. And this is what's so apparent in constantly changing memes. I think that the really profound observation to be gained from memes is that the religious symbolism of the past and all of the artistic phenomena, it took a very long time for, in the case of that essay, to go from the witch's cauldron to the Holy Grail. Hundreds and hundreds of years, if not thousands. But today, a meme can become the most meaningful thing and lose all of it in the next week. We have accelerated libidinal flow to such a large extent that I think we need to pay very close attention to see where we're going. So remember, memes matter.